Hey there, welcome back to our show. Today, we're diving into a topic that hits close to home ghosting
Yeah.
and toxic relationships. Let's jump right in.
Oh, I've been waiting to talk about this. So, can we start by defining ghosting just to get everyone on the same
Absolutely.
page?
Sure thing. Ghosting is when someone you're involved with suddenly disappears without any explanation, like they just vanish
hmm
into thin air.
It's like one day they're there and the next, poof. No
Exactly.
calls, no texts, nothing.
Right. It's like they become a ghost, hence the term
Right.
ghosting.
And then we've got toxic relationships, which are a
Yeah,
whole other ball game.
exactly. Toxic relationships are filled with negative dynamics like
Yeah,
manipulation, excessive control, unhealthy communication, even emotional harm.
it's wild how often that happens, and
It
sometimes
really
we don't
is.
even realize it.
Totally. What's interesting is that ghosting can be a sign of a toxic relationship,
Makes
like the
sense.
tip of the iceberg revealing deeper issues.
So why do people ghost in the first place? Any
Good
thoughts?
question. Well, sometimes people are afraid of facing conflict, so they just
hmm
bail instead of explaining.
Classic avoidance behavior, and it's really
Exactly.
frustrating for the person left behind.
Definitely. Others might lack empathy, not caring
Right.
about the impact on others.
That's pretty harsh. Emotional immaturity plays a role too, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. They might struggle with commitment or taking responsibility for someone else's feelings, leading them to
Yeah.
ghost.
It's like they're emotionally stuck in high school and can't
For
handle
sure.
adult relationships.
Exactly. And when we talk about toxic relationships, there's often a power imbalance with one
hmm
person being overly dominant or controlling.
Or maybe belittling their partner, which is so
Yes.
damaging.
Yes. And sometimes, fear of being alone keeps people stuck in these relationships even when they know it's
Right.
unhealthy.
That's so true. But toxic relationships aren't always obvious at first.
Exactly.
Sometimes they're hidden under the guise of intense passion or love.
Exactly. Sometimes you don't realize until you're deeply affected mentally, and
Yeah.
getting out feels overwhelming.
So, what are some signs that you're in a toxic relationship,
Great
things people
question.
should look out for?
Well, if you always feel pressured or uncomfortable, that's a big red
hmm
flag.
Like you're walking on eggshells around your partner, afraid of setting
Exactly.
them off?
Also, unhealthy communication, like constant arguing without resolution or being ignored completely, that's toxic.
Right. What about if your partner is overly controlling? That's a major
Yes,
issue.
definitely. If they're limiting your social interactions, forbidding certain activities, or trying to manage your life,
Yeah.
that's not okay.
And losing your sense of self too, right?
Absolutely. If you feel like you can't be yourself and are always afraid of disappointing them, it's a
Right.
serious problem.
But hold on. Sometimes concern can be mistaken for control. How do we
True.
differentiate?
Great point. Concern is about caring for your well-being, while
Yeah,
control is about dominating you.
that makes sense. So, how can someone get out of a toxic relationship? Any advice?
Important question. First, you need to acknowledge and accept that the relationship is unhealthy. Denial won't help.
hmm And that's often the toughest step. Facing the
It
truth can be
really
hard.
is. Then, seek support from friends, family, or professionals. You don't have to
Right.
do it alone.
Setting boundaries is key too. It's about reclaiming your
Absolutely.
space.
Exactly. Learn to say no and assert your needs. Don't let them control
Yeah.
you.
Sometimes creating distance is necessary even if it's hard.
Exactly. Absolutely. Giving yourself space can help you heal and gain
Right.
clarity.
And most importantly, practice self-love. You deserve it.
Couldn't agree more. Yes. Remember, you deserve a healthy, supportive relationship. Don't let
hmm
anyone undermine your worth.
It's like they say, you sometimes have to let go of the bad to make room for the good. Empty your
Exactly.
hands to receive something better.
Exactly. Never be afraid to let go of something harmful
Yeah,
to make space for something positive.
that's such a powerful message, truly inspiring.
Thanks. And remember, you're valuable and deserving of real love. Never
Right.
settle for less.
Well said, that's a reminder we
Thank
all
you.
need.
So, if anyone out there is dealing with ghosting or a toxic relationship,
hmm
know that you're not alone.
Absolutely. Reach out, share your experiences, and don't hesitate to seek help. It's a sign of
Exactly.
strength.
Definitely. We're all in this together.
Yeah.
Supporting each other is key.
So, that's all for today. Thanks for joining us in this important conversation. We're
Thank you.
grateful you tuned in.
Yes, thank you. Until next time, stay strong, stay happy, and always choose yourself first. Take
Absolutely.
care.